Hey guys, this was Tulsa in February, freezing temperatures and a lot of snow for a little while at least. And after it cleared, I was left with this conundrum. This is our back patio. This is a chimenea I found on the side of the road that I'm still excited about. But when I moved with my mom, and we actually own a home together, um, it just made a lot of sense. She was a crossing guard who was laid off, obviously, when COVID happened. And so I had a lot of work as a nurse. This was actually holding up the fence. So, needless to say, there was a lot to do here. I've gotten that fixed. I plan on getting a shed in this area over here. But lots and lots and lots of yard work. This is the back garden bed, just full of weeds and just needing a lot of sprucing up. And so I had the hydrangeas cut, and now I'm just getting up all of that debris, trying to stay clear of the poison ivy because we do have an infestation in the backyard with poison ivy, which I'm extremely allergic to. So I'm just covering up my arms and trying to stay safe. But I went ahead and washed the patio. I really need to pressure wash it, but I do not have a machine as of yet. Yeah, and I called it a day. The next morning I got up and started on the front side garden bed, which was a hot mess as well. And I didn't do much, guys. I just cleared out the weeds and relocated some pots and put down fresh mulch. And as you can see, it looks a lot better. I spent about an hour out here. I do pace myself. This mulch I got from Lowe's, and I bought it when it was half off during the winter. They put all their open bags half off, and that's when I just go mad. And it looks a lot better. You can actually notice the holly tree. But yeah, I had to go out, and so I went and I kind of just said, okay, little me time outside the yard. Yeah, and I also discovered my bird feeder like this, but we'll get into that later. But I actually ordered two garden beds from Amazon. That wasn't the original plan. I was supposed to construct some out of wood, but I discovered that wood was double, and so we weren't doing that because I don't need to spend $100 per garden bed. Yeah, this was relatively inexpensive. I like the aesthetic of it. I bought two beds for $57.99. I really like them. And I did not film it because I thought it would be so hard to construct. It was easy as pie, and I am not good at stuff like this. I also did not have any help. And so if you want something easy to construct, find these beds. I filled them relatively cheap. I also buy my dirt, topsoil, mulch, everything from Lowe's discount little pallet section. And so it was probably roughly about $15 per bed, roughly, that and that's cheap. Like, if you guys have filled raised garden beds, you know how much soil you actually need, and it can really run you a lot of money. And so I have some mushroom compost and some different soils. I had a little composted soil that was left over from last year that I used. I just try to fill them as inexpensively as possible. And yeah, that's what you see me doing right here. And I'm going to visit a nursery in the next clip, I think, soon. Oh, I'm just breaking up the dirt right there, getting everything ready for the plants that I'm going to pick up at a local nursery. And I forgot the name of it, but we have several in the area. And they have like chickens, and it's just, I love nurseries. I can just spend a whole Saturday or Sunday morning at like nurseries. It's kind of weird, but yeah, anyway. Yeah, and so I got a bunch of plants. I won't go into the specific plants that I bought. I'll do another video maybe about that, but I'm just using my little hand shovel here that I got from Ross. This is a perfect shovel, guys, and it's not expensive if you want to just use it for like your garden beds. You know, you can't like really go to town with, um, you know, it's perfect for things like this. I can't talk right now, sorry. But yeah, I love gardening. As I mentioned, I'm a nurse. I took a short leave. I just needed a break, and I'm sure you guys can imagine why. Um, Nursing's been very stressful this year, and this is what really calms me, and it's so therapeutic. My boss was amazing. She understood. We got some more help. I was the only one in my department. I'm a wound care nurse. And so, yeah, there's a lot of wounds in the world, but I go back to work this week. And so I'm just enjoying this time. And this is how my garden looked just yesterday. I took a little short footage before I went to a concert at the Gathering Place, which is a park around that's in Tulsa. Donnie McClurkin was there, who's a gospel um, Christian artist, and it was really, really, really fun and really lit. But anyway, these are my tomatoes and peppers, and I do have whitefly. It's my first time having any sort of insects that I noticed on my plants, and I've always gardened organically. And so I think that's pretty good. This is like my fourth year gardening. This is the first time I've had any sort of bugs, but I went and got some neem oil and I sprayed it on there yesterday, and I will check today and see if there's an improvement. Hopefully there is. These are pots that I've not yet planted anything in behind my garden beds, but I'm just going to focus on maintaining the yard. Sometimes we can put too much on our plate and then everything's a mess, and so I'm not going to do that. I'll try not to do that anyway. But yeah, I also saw the culprit of the little bird feeder incident. Yeah, I see you. But anyway, guys, it's been fun, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.